Spurge here with RevZilla, and in this video we are going to break down the new line of Sedici roll top dry bags available at RevZilla.com. So Sedici has introduced a whole new line of dry bag luggage, and the three different pieces that you're going to see on the table in front of me are going to be their roll top dry bags. Now you're going to have a 5 liter, a 10 liter, and a 20 liter, and these are going to range in price from around 40 bucks to around 60 bucks, up to around $80 for the largest 20 liter bag. Now, like I said, this is part of a larger collection, so you're also going to have roll top dry bag backpacks, as well as a dry bag saddlebag system to choose from to find the right luggage for your motorcycle. Now, Sedici is an exclusive brand to us here at RevZilla. So this is something that, we've seen along the way in development. And really what I like about this, if you've never used a dry bag before, it's guaranteed waterproof. The material on this is a 500D tarpaulin, and it's a dual layer tarpaulin as well. So it's a nice beefy design. And the way it works is you simply have an opening at the top to stuff your items into. You then close it up, and you're gonna notice what I like about this dry bag too is they've done a good job of actually having like this double layer at the top, so there's extra layer material. We've seen this from some other manufacturers, not all. There are some folks out there that just have almost like a bare tarpaulin at the top, and it makes it kind of hard to roll it down. What I like about this is it gives you a nice closed seam. I'm gonna actually show it to you this way. So for a dry bag, if you've never used one, you make sure you just roll that top over at least 2, maybe 3 times, depending on how much stuff you have in there, and then you close it down on the side so no water can get in, and that's where your waterproof protection comes into play. Now the other thing that Sedici has done, you can see I strapped it down there on the side. That's how I like to do it, but you can also go ahead and strap it to the top. And that would give you a little bit of a handle to hold, when you get off the particular motorcycle in which you are on. Now, the beauty of this is that it's all modular. You're gonna notice that there's little D-rings all over these bags. On the outside, you're gonna have MOLLE webbing. So maybe you're running a, let's just do the 10 liter and the 5 liter, and you want extra capacity. You can mount that to there. You can mount it to the 20 liter. You can make a whole different modular luggage system. Really where I think you would see the smaller bags being used would be on a tail bag setup, or maybe your passenger seat if you don't have that luggage rack in the back. But really, depending on what motorcycle you're on, this would really fit a wide range of variety. Motorcycles from adventure bikes to touring bikes to sport nakeds. I used a similar bag for a long time on the back of my Bonneville, and it worked really well for just throwing the laptop in at the end of the day and using it as a little tail bag. I have a larger 20 liter bag and works well for storing things like that. And like I said, if you put that 20 liter bag in the base, you can then stick a 10 liter bag on the top of that and get extra storage capacity. So this works really well for a lot of folks out there that have a bike that are trying to find a solution for how to get luggage on there. This works really well if you're not carrying a passenger. You can always just use that rear passenger seat for sport bikes or something like that, is where my mind automatically goes. So just to take a look at the back for a second here. So if you are looking at the back, there is going to be this snap system that if you have the other bags that you want to mount it to, you can weave this through the MOLLE webbing and then snap it shut. If you have a luggage rack on your bike, you can kind of use this to get around the luggage rack, but not really. That's where these little loops on the side would be for. You can kind of loop some different items through here. The D-rings on the side are going to come with these particular straps, and these would be a frame rail strap. You can also use them around a luggage rack. You basically take this, go through your frame rail, and this is now we're getting into the mounting of the bag, and you would go through the double D-ring, and you simply pull it tight once you get through and it's locked on there. Now, for certain manufacturers, or maybe you've modified your motorcycle where you've taken a mounting point off, maybe you've eliminated a fender, or the point on the back in which these would probably mount to. In that particular case, you could probably look at something like a rock strap. I know that I've used a rock strap with these in the past when I was playing around with these and mounting them. Depending on the bike that you're on, you can find different and creative ways to mount it, but there are always ways that you can mount it underneath the seat as well. Now, final note here is if you're looking around this as I'm flipping it around, there's little, it's actually hard to see in person, but there's little pops of these blacked out material on the bottom, on the sides, and that's all extra reflective. So Sedici did a very good job of incorporating reflective material into this that doesn't detract from the overall style of this particular bag. But like I said, there's a lot of different variations of the Sedici luggage out there. So depending on what you're looking for and what bike you're on, you're going to be able to find a system that'll work for you depending on how much capacity you need. If you're not sure as to whether or not this luggage is right for you, or maybe you want to consider the roll top saddlebags or the backpack, you can always click the info button on your desktop or mobile device. You can read other rider reviews, and you can also check out other products within the line. If you're still not sure as to what's right for you, you can always give one of our Gear Geeks a call at 877-792-9455 or shoot an email over to cs@revzilla.com, and they can walk you through all the different luggage options available to make sure that you find the right luggage for your motorcycle, as well as your price point and riding style. I want to thank you for joining us today for this quick look at the Sedici roll top dry bags. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.